So we're testing this live class now. We are live, and we're just quickly testing the audio. I hope the audio is working. Let me just quickly test it. Uh, Once the audio is confirmed, yes, right, okay. So I think it's working. I've just tested the audio, and we'll go live with our 20th class now. Right, Jazalpa. So today is the 20th class, Nepalbhasa class by Pasapachakuti UK London. We have been interacting with people, interacting with our members, basically interacting with our viewers from all around the world about Nepalbhasa words for the last 20 different classes on 20 different topics. And we've also interacted with some experts along the way, and today is the last Nepalbhasa class, the 20th one by Pasapachakuti UK London for this term. And today's topic is seasons and music. Now, how we are going to relate this is what we will see, how the Newa culture is closely related in terms of music and seasons, in terms of weather and all different times of the day, different months of the year, is what we are going to see in today's class while we are learning new Nepalbhasa words about music, about seasons. So, to start with, let's go with learning, finding out what are the words for different seasons in Nepalbhasa, right? And there's a little interesting thing that I would like to share in this regard. Right. So when we talk about seasons, basically, let's go with some of the common ones now that we know. Summer. The summer in English, what we call summer in Nepalbhasa is ta la, because we know that la is for month, right? So any month, the months of the year when we feel quite hot, it's it's a summer. Then ta no is the word, right? If you feel hot, you say in Nepalbhasa jita ta no. No is like you're feeling hot, right? Ta no. So ta la is the word in Nepalbhasa for summer. The la, the month when you're feeling the ta no sense, So ta la is summer. Now let's move on to winter. Winter is those months, those la, which is chiku, Jita chikula. When you say in Nepalbhasa, if you have to say I feel cold, what you say is jita chikula, right? I feel cold. Chiku is to feel cold, right? The feeling of coldness around you. Now, because la is month, chiku la becomes those months of the year when you feel cold, and that is perfectly winter, right? Winter in Nepalbhasa is chikula. Talla for summer, chikula for winter. Then again, for autumn, I don't think we have a very proper Nepalbhasha word, but in Sanskrit as well, it is called Sharad, the Ritu, Sharada, right? So we can very well use Sharad as the word in Nepal Bhasha when you're writing or talking in Nepal Bhasha, when you have to say autumn, right? When all the leaves, start falling and things like that. Autumn is Sharad Ritu, right? Similarly, for spring, when the months when the vegetations grow and the flowers start to bloom, I don't think we have a genuine pure Nepal Bhasha word. If you know of those, you can always comment in this video and share with everyone, including myself. But to say spring in Nepal Bhasha, we can very well use the Sanskrit term Basanta. Basanta. Basanta Ritu, right? Spring season. Okay. Now, this is something I wanted to share here. When we are always like reading and studying books published in the West, if you're always reading English books, and if you're learning in schools in English medium using books published in the West or somewhere in a different part of the world where there is no monsoon, okay, so all the books will tell you is like there are 4 seasons: summer, winter, autumn, and spring. But then in the other part of the world, in Nepal, for example, in the valley of Nevaz, you get this monsoon. This is a different climate. This is this is a different time of the year altogether, which you don't see elsewhere. And that time of the year, you could very well use the word barsha, which is Sanskrit for the heavy rains, right? The rains, barsha, or in Khas Bhasha Nepali, the sha changes to kha, because it is the sha, which is also pronounced as kha, right? Barkha, barsha, right? But then you have a different word for rain anyway, which we will discuss here next. So monsoon is the other time when there's heavy rain, right? Barsha, barkha ile, you could very well say. Now let's move on to a different topic, a slightly different topic, which is weather. Okay. Now, in terms of weather, let's go with rain first. If you have the word rain in Nepal Bhasha will be wa. And we've discussed this earlier, like many other different words. Wa has different meanings in Nepal Bhasha, including teeth when you studied about, the parts of the body, of the human body. Also, weed and all these. Also, when we are learning about verbs, we said way and wane and wa will be, to call someone towards yourself. Tana wa, come here, right? So it is from way, I believe. So. But then rain is also wa. Rain in Nepal Bhasha is wa. Wa wala. Wala is come, right? It has come. So it is raining in Nepal Bhasha would be wa wala. Okay. Or you also say because in our part of the world the rain is so heavy during the monsoon and it really beats us, right? It hits you hard. So in Nepal Bhasha you even call wa dala, right? It's beating you, right? Dae is to beat, so wa wala is perfectly fine as well. Now, if you have to say wind in Nepal Bhasha, it is fe. Fa, ya will be half. Yeah, so not a long year, but not a ya, but ye, short one. So wind will be fe. Together, when you have this worst kind of weather, when you have rain and wind together, rainy and windy, it's quite common to say wa fe. Rain and wind together, wafe wala, right? Wafe. When you hear of this word in Nepal Bhasha, when you're reading somewhere, wafe, it will be wa and fe. Rain and wind, right? Okay. Also, when the sun is shining, very bright and it's quite, warm, that kind of weather will be like the sunshine is called nibha. Sun is surdya, right? The Nevas. In the Neva culture, sun, in many of the Eastern Hindu cultures and all, sun is regarded as God. Dya is for God. Surya or Surya is for the sun in Sanskrit. So Surdya, the sun god in Nepal Bhasha is sun, Surya, right? But when you're talking about the sunshine, the the feeling of the, warm feeling because of the sunshine, that is nibha, right? The light and warmth by the sun is nibha. Nibha. How you say it is, when you have to say sun is shining, is sunshine here, you say nibha tuala. Tuala is the verb, right? Nibha tuala. The sun is shining. Yeah? Nibha tuala. Then you have snow. Snow in Nepalbhasa is tsuapu. Tsuapu. In Nepalbhasa, snow is tsuapu. Short pu. Yeah, tsuapu. For example, if I have to use in a word, unlike in the valley, which is where snowfall is quite rare, and whenever it is there, it's an event in itself. But in the West, or like, for example, in London, where we are, where the Pacific Security London is, right, established. In London, snowfall, it used to be very kind of like more frequent than now, but it's definitely like more, it's a part of the annual, the climate, the weather. So when I say Londone, like in London, Londone, Chikula, like in the cold months, in the winter. In London, in winter, Londone, Chikula, Swapu Gai, right? The snowfall in there is snowfall in London in the winters, is what we mean to say in Nepalbhasa when we read this line. Londone, Chikula, Swapu Gai. Now, interestingly, because Chwapu is snow, and what do you say for Himal, right? Or the mountains, where snow-clad mountains. Let's take it that way. Mountains with snow on them, right? Like not those green mountains or hills, but mountains, snow-clad mountains, right? Like Mount Everest, which in Nepal, in Khaswas, Nepal is Sagarmatha, but and Chomolungma in the original term, in the dialect, the people who live there. For example, Everest or any of such snow-clad mountains will be Swapugung, right? Right, because it is filled with snow, right? Now, there could be many, but then, okay, let's go for one more. Hailstone, hail, right? In Nepalbhasa is pon. This is more frequent, I think, in the valley than snow. Pon. Hailstone is pon. Okay, and if I have to use this in a sentence, I would say, for example, tagwogu pon, like a big one, tagwo. We've done this in the past, right? Big size, tagwo, and it's round object, so we're saying go, round, gola, right? Tagwogu pon, jigu kapale lata, like on my head. It hit me on my head. That hailstone, it was big. The big hailstone hit my head. Tagwogu pon, jigu kapale lata, right? Lata is like it come to sit on, like it hit me. Now, okay, let's move on. We've done seasons and weather. Now let's connect this sense of different times of the year to music, which is what we do, which is what the Newas do in their culture, in their heritage, right? So for different seasons, the Newas have different music to play, right? You have definitely listened to many of these musical tunes of the Newa culture and heritage, the musical heritage of the Newas through the national radio, but you may not be aware what they are called and why they are being played. So here is an opportunity. The Newas connect the music, the Newa people connect their music with different times of the day, different times of the year, and also different times of the day. We'll talk about it too. For example, now, let's look at this. The music to be played in the summer time in the valley of Kathmandu is, by the Newa people, is Sinajia. Sinajia is, ja is work, right? Now, Sina, Sia is to die. Sina is by dying, right? Sinajia is rice plantation. the work of the task of planting the rice on the fields is called sinajia. Okay. Now, why it is called sinajia? There is a logic, but this is an argument. You know, and it's called sinajia, rice plantation, because you're almost dead. You're like, you really work hard. Okay, and it's called sinajia. Sina ya with ja, right? You work so much, you feel dead by the end of it. So sinajia is rice plantation. Now, in the summer, the music that is played is called sinajia dhun. There's a special music which is called sinajia dhun. Maybe we can listen to it. Yeah, I'll quickly play a very short one just to remind you what if you have been to Nepal, you have definitely listened to it somewhere. But this is called sinajia tune. Okay. Right. I hope you listened to it. I hope the testing is working. I hope this music, which I just played, I could listen to it. But hopefully you listen to it as well. It's called sinajia music, played in the summer time. Okay. Then you have the monsoon music. We learned earlier what monsoon is. The time of heavy rain in the year, which is called monsoon. We have it in that part of the world. And the music that is played during the monsoon time is called tuka music. Okay, it's called tuka music. Then, if we move on to the music played in the autumn, right? The autumn music is called silume. Silu. There's something called silu tirtha where people go and worship, right? And that music, music, that tune is silume, and which is played in autumn. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the winter music. The music played in the winter is Malasri. Okay, the Malasri dhun, and this is also you've definitely heard earlier, and we'll just quickly go through, remind you what it is. Right, I hope it worked when I was playing this music here. And it is also known as the Dasai music, right? The morning music, because it's the time when the national radio plays it, the national media plays it often, and people know it as Dasai music now. But it's the Malasri dhun, which is to be played during the winter, right? Now the other one, which is Shishir, the weather when it's like the Grishma ritu, the kind of that time of the year when this is played, and we have this festival of Holi. So Holi tune, the music of Holi is played by the Nevas, even as their Shishir music, that time of the year, right? Right. There's also something called Basanta Ritu, right? In the Basanta Ritu, the spring time, Basanta is spring. So in the Basanta Ritu time, the music played by the Neva people is called the Basanta. During the Basanta Panchami, it is also played by the national media as Basanta Panchami music, and that is the music played by the Neva people during the Basanta Ritu, the spring. And we will also quickly listen to it now, just to remind you. I hope it worked when I played it back. Now, other than playing musics, there's something equally interesting and it also applies to, I think, the more broader Eastern music as a whole, in the holistic picture, and the Neva in the Neva culture, the musical culture. for different time of the day, you have different rags to sing, Yeah. I have a special kind of affection with ragas because my grandfather used to like it so much. This is the list. Okay, this is the list which you see here now, and I have to move it a bit away, not to block it. So this is the list of different rags played in different parts, different times of the day, right? From midnight to another midnight, right? Kola, Namami, Malawa, Bihachuli. Bihachuli, most of heard of this. If if you've been into music, Bihachuli, Bhaktarag, Jayasri Rag, Malua. There's another one which is quite frequent in Nepal songs and tunes. Malua Rag, and then Vibhasha Rag. Vibhash, Asavari, Padmajati, Desha, Kausi, Kedar, Vijaya, Rag, Vimasa, Naya. Right? Out of these, I think Bihachuli and Malua Rag are quite very popular in the Nepal domain of playing music and songs. Now we'll connect to our friend Sushil Prajapati, who is going to show us various different instruments along with his daughter, and he's going to play different instruments. He's going to show us different Newa musical instruments, tell us what they are called, so we're learning the names of these instruments, and he'll also show us how it sounds, basically. So we'll go now over to Sushil.
My name is Sushil Prajapati. I currently live in London, and I'm going to give you a short introduction of Newari traditional instruments. Few of them I have with me. So this is called Baja. This is Baja, and it's played with this is King, or it's also called Lala King. This is played with both hands. This is Baja, and this is played with stick on the right, and some places they play with left as well. This is also called Ko King. This is Na King. It's also played with the stick on the right, some places as left, and this is called Madal. These instruments are accompanied by other musical instruments such as puche, chusha, tom, this is for the kids, are mostly played in bhajans. As I said earlier, this is Dhime Kathi, this is Da Kathi. I'm going to demonstrate how to play Dhime Baja. Dhime Baja is mostly played for procession, so this is a procession music. You walk along and you play along, and people can dance, and these are accompanied by puche and tom. This is how you play. Hello. This particular music instrument is called King, and sometimes called Lala King as well. This is played with both hands. This particular music instrument is very important during dafa bhajans and traditional dances like Vairabna, Vaila Pyakhan, Kawanza Pyakhan, Kya Pyakhan, and played for Lake Pyakhan as well. I'm going to play a small tune that we play during Gaijatra, Saparu. So this is a stick dance. This music is particular for this stick dance. Nepalbhasa. This is also called caulking. When it has horns on it, it's called caulking. We're going to play Diol Hagu, which is offering prayers offering to the Nasa Diol. Ah. Thank you. This is called necking. This is a smaller version of Baja. So this particular music piece I'm going to demonstrate is played during one of the Vairabnath's part of the Vairabnath's tune. This is madal. This particular instrument is widely used all over Nepal. Madal is also used in some of the Newari traditional dances and music. So I'm going to play a very general tune of the madal that's played widely all over the Nepal. Thank you. This is called tong. This is the most important musical instrument. This is smallest musical instrument, but still this is the most important. This is the one which gives tal to all these music instruments. So after every diolagu, you bow to tong. So this particular instrument is regarded as the representative of the Nasa diol. Tong. Now, this is called Tusha. You play this with Dhime or Dha. You can play it in different variations. I'm going to demonstrate one.
Hello, my name is Ishan. Today I will be playing picture with my daddy.
Hello guys, the dance and music go hand to hand. So with all the musical instrument players, the performers of the traditional dances would be wearing some musical instruments themselves. This is called Jai Gangala. This goes stride on top of the dance dress, which is right over here. I've got the Tusha Gangala, which go on the hands, wrists, and then we have Gangala on each side of the legs. So as you dance, I'm trying to imitate a Vairab dance step. For example, right?
Right. Okay. So we got connected to Sushil, who showed us various different instruments. Sushil is the current president of Passapasaguti UK London's Passapasaguti UK Southeast London in Plumstead area. He's a very vibrant youth, knowledgeable about music and various dances of Nepal culture, and we are very proud to have him around. He has helped us many times, including during the food class. So today he has helped us really well, letting us know about different musical instruments and how they are played, how they sound, what they're called, and things like that, along with his daughter, elder daughter, Tisa. So thank you, Shushil, and thank you, Tisa, for your support and contribution today. And now, this is the end of Passapasaguti UK London's 20 different Nepalbhasa classes on different topics. We have generated like more than kind of 40 hours of video, including the Ranjana Lipi class and the Nepalbhasa class in the last 3 months, for you to learn about Newa culture through language, Nepalbhasa, and script, Ranjana Lipi. So at the end, we would like to thank, as a team of Passapasaguti UK London's Executive Committee for 2018 to 2010, 2020. We would like to thank all of you for your support, for the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of comments that you have poured in the Facebook Live videos so far in the last 3 months, and various messages we received. Only yesterday I received a very heartwarming message from a guy in Kathmandu who wants to show our Nepalbhasa class videos in his on-demand video channel through television, online television in Kathmandu, which is great. We've had opportunities to come in various TV channels through these classes as well, which is great and going good. Also from various different viewers, we've got lots of really nice comments and feedback. When I actually got their feedback and questions, it actually made me feel that it was all worth doing this exercise, doing these classes. Without those feedback and comments, our efforts would have been not that, motivated ourselves. We couldn't have been that motivated without your comments and feedback. I should definitely mention a lot of people, but I don't really have a list here. But I definitely remember a friend called Shahani Singh. We came to know lots of people through along this exercise, through this online videos. We came to make lots of friends from our viewers who wanted to learn. And I would mention Sahani Singh, for example, who would send us like 2 pages long of comments and questions, what she wanted to learn, and I'm definitely going to answer all that in due time and very soon. But that will be like directly to her and all the viewers. This is now the end of our Nepalbhasa class of Passapasaguti UK, London. Thank you very much. So this is Sanyukta Shrestha, the current president of Passapasaguti UK, London, signing out.